Oh, I can see now. This is crazy. Good morning, Sonia Watts. Good morning to you. Good morning, Raina, Freddie, Lisa, Taylor, Jennifer Long, Libby. Good morning, Jennifer Long. How you doing? How are you doing? Regina, Hummingbird, Amber, Riley. Good morning to you. Amber Riley. Good morning to you. Eva Bell. Good morning to you. Um, Tammy Rigo, Alicia Franklin, Don, Joanna. Good morning to you, Robin Gray. What is this? Corrine Glaze. Twyla. Good morning. Janie. Good morning to you. Cheryl Ray. Marsha Poole. I'm trying to see the people that I don't know today. Okay. As you come in, please give us those thumbs up, you guys. We're going to come on. We're just going to hang out just for a little bit. Make sure you guys go to Nora's Authentic Designer Handbags, you guys. That is our sponsor. They do sponsor this channel, and we appreciate Nora's Authentic Designer Handbags. She has all the latest, all the new, all the name brand handbags and accessories and apparel that you can find. If you're looking for Gucci, she got it. If you're looking for Versace, she got it. If you're looking for Chanel, she got it. And she's got perfume. Matter of fact, oh, I just brought my dog in and now he's trying to do all dance. He was like, Mama, I'm happy to be in the house. Hey, Curl, good morning to you. If I didn't say hello to you, I'm going to go back and try to see anybody I missed because I don't want to miss anybody. Don, Unapologetic Me, good morning to you. I didn't see you come in, but I got you. Tashi Tashida, good morning to you. Miss Owens, she said, God is good. We woke up this morning. Yes, we did. And I appreciate it. We are going to have a live at 5 o'clock p.m. Central Time this evening, you guys. We're going to go over some things. I'm going to try to get some work done around the house, but I am going to try to put a little something together because I think we need to sometimes, all the time, to be honest with you, go back and look over some things. We have ordered our shirts. I need to go ahead and take care of that business today. And plus, I know y'all going to say, you ain't sent out those gifts yet? No, I haven't. I'm gonna work on that a little bit too today. I know. I got everything ready to go, but I don't know. I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe I need to just have me assistant to help me do the things that I don't like to do. Um, Lisa Calhoun, Cheryl Ragg, good morning to you. Sexy Grandma, good morning. Kenya, Chrissy, we still 4 minutes into this first hour. Anita B, Amanda, good morning to you. Regina, good morning to you. Freddie, good morning. Let me see. Cheryl Ray, yes, 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 yes. Deborah Dickerson, good morning to you, Deborah Dickerson. We got another Dickerson. I think her name is Betty Dickerson. She said, "I'm coming out the bushes." So if y'all ever see a Betty Dickerson and she comes in and she says something, make sure you guys, you know, speak to her because when people come out the bushes, they be kind of a little scared. Nisha, good morning to you. Margaret, good morning to you. How you guys doing? Nisha Phillips, good morning to you. Um, Tricia, good morning to you. Good morning, everybody. Miss Bossy P in the house. Rakia, good morning to you. Stephanie Paul, and then we've got Hillary is in the house. How you doing, Hillary? We've got a lot of new family members, you guys. I'm trying to get to learn your name, so make sure as you come in, you say something because I know already the older family members, the ones that's been here for a while. But if you new, that's fine. We just want to welcome you. That's all we want to do. Yeah. So, Crystal Powell, good morning to you. Amber Riley, good morning. Evie Bell, good morning. Derek Glenn. Sometimes people want to call Derek or Derek Glenn the second. Good morning to you. Miss Kiki, good morning. Rochelle Bundy, good morning to you. Lavina, good morning to you. Lavina Henderson, good morning. Harris, good morning. Purple and Gold, good morning. Okay, we are Tonda Dreams is in the house. Leah, good morning to you. BJ Queen, good morning to you. Freda, good morning to you. Good morning to you, Freda. I got an aunt named Freda. Sure do. Got an aunt on my daddy's side. Good morning to you. Let me look at your last name, girl. Oh, no, that's not the last name. You might be my auntie in here. Anyway, you guys, we came on last night, late last night. You're not going to see it because we locked it down. We always, sometimes I just lock things down because I was ranting a little bit and it probably was inappropriate. But to me, it probably was okay for you guys. Or you guys say, no, it wasn't, SP. But you know what? It's okay. It's okay. I was ranting a little bit. And sometimes, I was ranting for maybe a good reason. Rhonda Davis, good morning to you. I was probably ranting for a really good reason. But that's not something I want everybody to be able to see. But anyway, I got it out and family was there. And I mean, we rocked it out for, an hour or two. And like I tell you guys all the time, it ain't about the numbers because if it was, I wouldn't lock it down. If it was about the numbers, trust me, every last one of the videos will be up there no matter what. So it's not about that. But we did hit our 1,000 on the other channels. So thank you guys. Congratulations. We did hit our 1,000 on the other channel. If you guys have not subscribed to the other channel, please do so because we're gonna let me tell you what's happened. Miss Bossy said, I missed it. Yeah, you missed it. And it was good. It was some information on there, but first, I just came on there because I wasn't feeling too well because some things that happened. Some people it came, you know how people are. People be like, but here's the thing. Here's the thing. Basically, what had happened was, and I'll give you a little recap. Somebody has been reaching out to me, but we had some big deal down the road, and and they got bent out of shape, okay? Because of one thing I said, and I meant what I said. I don't take it back, and that's just the way it is. But I just said, hey, I just felt it was not gonna, you know, go well. And they thought, oh my God, why you didn't tell me? This was the first time. And I'm sorry the way you feel. And then they was like, but and they got this step, And so I just said, I'm sorry that's the way you feel or anything. But anyway, I said, okay. I done said I'm sorry 2 or 3 times, but I wasn't sorry for what happened because it is what it is. But I'm sorry you feel the way that you feel. I didn't do anything to you. Oh, yes, you did. You can't make me do something to you that I haven't. You're not going to make me feel that way. If I treat you the way I treat myself or want to be treated, you have been treated very, very well. And just like if somebody come in here and I didn't see him or something, I'm sorry I didn't see you. I'm not sorry that you got skipped over. The life goes fast. I'm sorry that you feel the way that you feel, but you have to understand, I only can do what I'm human enough to do. And I don't catch everything. So me telling this person I'm sorry, they must have thought they had some type of hold on me, and I left it alone. We came in here. I know you guys don't know what I'm talking about. We came on. We chatted about it a little bit. We left it alone. As things progressed in that case, there's a whole different section, different case. And people were like, just leave the case alone. Don't do it. You're not from here. Blah, blah, blah. You know, it gets old. It gets tiresome. You got the family saying it. You got people in the town saying it. It's like you're making things worse. They're not even talking about the case themselves. They're not talking about the child themselves. They're talking about you. You did this wrong. You did that wrong. You did this wrong. You did that wrong. So, I said, I'm done. I said, I'm done. It will never be unblocked. And I just said, I'm done. Now, knowing how social media works and what I've been seeing is like other channel holders, when they see that you're covering something and people are interested, and you have a group of people that's interested in it, and you guys are talking about things and things, and you've got this following group, other channel holders will grab that content also. And so then you don't know who's watching their content. So there's another channel holder grab that content, and another one, and another one, and another one, and da 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 da. Since we were kind of like a little bit of the first ones that grabbed that, situation. Like we didn't grab the Malia Bass situation. So, if we just talked about it every now and then or jumped on it, tried to see what was going on, it was fine. But a lot of content creators start content about a certain topic or a news, what's going on, and then they'll move on to the next. And they move to the next, and they move to the next. That we don't do that. We stay on the case. We follow the case. We've got 3, 4 cases we're following. We're waiting for court. We're waiting for somebody to be charged. We're waiting for, all kind of stuff. I'm not buffering over here, Miss Bossing. You have to go out and come back in, baby doll. So, one thing about it was, like you're gonna have certain content creators that is no matter what, we're still on the case. Whether we got some new information or not, we talk about it every day. We could come in and talk about a toothpick, a pencil, a water. What's the favorite color, or why didn't somebody see this? And we don't get tired of it because it's like it's our baby. It's our baby, and we're connecting to the case, the child, and what happened. You know, and we definitely doing education as we go, especially spiritual, and with other young females in here that's going through situations like that. So we always want to talk about those things. Anyway, when we got off the case, because everybody was like, you're not from here, you're not from Timbuktu, you don't know us. Let me tell you something. This is the United States. You do not have to be in a state to know. You can just, people are people, no matter where you go. They do act differently, but they don't act that different that you just like. If I went to China, I I would be out of my element. I would be so, I wouldn't know how to speak. I wouldn't know what their tradition was. But if I just go to a different state, if I go to Oklahoma right now, it would look just like Kansas. If I went to Dallas right now, it would look like, yeah, some people, I'll look around and then you catch on like this. You may not understand why they act the way they do, but you know, they do have a difference of a mannerism, but it ain't that far off, because we're all connected some kind of way. So, this particular person had like I said, got a little angry with me. So I said, hey, I'm sorry you feel the way that you feel. But I didn't never release no names or anything like that. I'm not gonna do that. I hope they don't never push me to do things of that nature. But I just felt like, okay, I'll just don't answer them, don't speak to them or nothing. I see them come in the room. I see them come in the room, and I still say hi, hello, how you doing? How you doing? And everything went on. They would text me every now and then, but I never would respond. I I was told to block them and just block them from the channel, block them from the phone, and I never did do that. But I thought it just go away. But this person literally texted me all day yesterday while I was asleep. I wasn't mad. They texted me the day before. But here's the problem, especially a case like this that we're on. You guys do not know how many texts I get, how much information I have to go through after I done seen it 10 times. I still got to go over it because you're showing me something or you're trying to tell me something and I'm trying to get it. And so, especially if I don't have your name by the number and you text me, I don't know. We did, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. May I ask how many subscribers you have? Yeah, you can ask. You just did. It's in the double digits. Yes, it is. How many you want me to have? The double digits. So anyway, um, on this channel it's double digits. On the other channel, we just hit our 1,000. Okay. Anywho's, and God is good, purple and gold. She said, yeah, double digits. I don't put it out there because I don't want people to lose focus. It is really not about the numbers over here because as long as we can stream wherever we go, that's fine. That's why we're trying to get that one to stream where we can go and we can jump on and everything. But the numbers, I try to tell people every now and then. I say, oh, I'll show them or whatever. People, but I don't, it's not about bragging or I have to show or anything of that nature or something. What I do is I just don't really worry about it. I don't really even hardly pay attention to it. But our numbers did increase so much. Um they just have. I'm just telling you. And the only reason why I know that they have, not because I'm looking at them, because every now and then YouTube, when something changing the algorithm and they see there's a difference and there's an increase, they will send you an email and say, in the last 30 days, you have hit goals. And so that's why I know that things have happened. But I have looked at them in the last couple of times, maybe in the last 2 days or something, and things have done what they did. But anyway, so this young lady or this family member, I guess she must have texted me like 2 days before I called or whatever. And maybe, sometimes when people call me, you guys know, you'll call me, we'll talk or something, and I'll be falling asleep on you. But I try to answer the phone. I do. I try to answer the phone. And if I don't, I call you back and say, hey, did you need something? Did you want something? Whatever. And you know what? I got to the point to not return calls, but wait for them to call back. Why that is, there's a certain reason for that. Because one is, if someone was trying to record my phone call, if you call in, I can tell. But if I call out, I can't tell. So I quit calling out a lot. So, and I never did see the young lady's text. I just didn't. So she texted me yesterday, and I was asleep all day because I work a third shift. So I was asleep all day. I was off only but 2 days. I work 50 hours a week. Sometimes I work 58 a week with 5 days. Sometimes I work 7 days. It all depends. And I'm trying to do more. So I just love work. Anyway, because my kids are grown and I'm usually at home by myself in the daytime. And if everything is all good, I just want to just be productive throughout the day. So anyway, let me tell you. So this person done text me and text me and text me and text me and text me. And you know when somebody's mad and angry and they done text you 10, 12, 20 times, whatever. And I'm not exaggerating. And it goes on and on and on. And these are not little texts like answer my phone call or I'm texting you or something. These are long sheets of every text. And it just bloop, bloop, bloop. Yeah. And I get a little kind of like, hey, back off. It's not that serious. Whatever it is. Well, don't do this, don't do that, and I'm out of here. And da 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 da. And I had some information for you. I don't want it. Let's see. Hey, this is SP.
Good morning.
Good morning, big girl. How you doing? We were just talking about last night.
Oh, okay.
But I did never respond to it. But it made me angry because they were saying negative stuff and was like, well, if you're off the case is going cold. Yes, you're right. You're right. You know why? Because every channel holder is moving on because the resistance that they got from the state. They're not talking about the baby anymore. They're talking about the channel creator. And what the news are not keeping it live. You might hear something once a month or once a year or something. So we're
Yeah.
keeping the child's name alive. We're keeping the events that's happened alive. And whether you like it or not, you are benefiting from it. So we're trying to make people realize that this baby is not being forgotten, and we're gonna keep talking about it and keep talking about it. And so you're telling me to stop, and when I do stop, and other people's like, oh, SP moved on, and such moved on. Well, I'm gonna move on because guess what? There's a new case every day, and she's like, the case that went cold. You're right. That's what happens.
hmm It goes cold.
Social media has a lot of power to it.
Yes, ma'am, it
It
does.
make them go back and look at stuff that they ain't looked at. You get enough people to get mad and call the police and say, "Hey, I heard this. I heard her say I killed them." Call the news and say, "I heard," because out of all the people that you have subscribed to you, you don't know who's going to take that initiative and make those calls, go out there, complain why this child is not getting the coverage and getting a serious people to do what they need to do.
Yeah, because what bothers me is they searched the pool, right?
Yes.
So they say.
No, they did. We've
They
got
say,
picture. We last night after the live, Purple and I was still talking on the phone, and then we went to that very day of the search, and we've got pictures. We got pictures. You can even see in the pool. We got pictures where you can see in the pool that baby was not there. They searched it. They looked. They were right over the pool. We got the pictures. We got the pictures of the pool and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, that baby's just not there.
yeah. So listen,
Hmm.
I read on a news station up there last night that they looked in the pool as they were going maybe toward the woods or something to search that area.
Hmm.
Nothing was there.
Nothing was there. They
And like
looked. They
you
they
said,
they were looking as they was going into the woods. Then they tried to go in the gate. I mean, we got the video. We didn't look at just pictures. We had the video. You guys make sure y'all hit the thumbs up as you come in. But we had the video as they walked towards the gate. They couldn't get in, and they must have went and got a key or something. Then they went down the stairs, and they were standing right there where the baby was found, right there at the small end.
Yeah.
They were standing right there, right over above it. And guess what? You could see the bottom of the pool.
Yes, you could.
You could see the bottom of the pool.
See the bottom of the pool.
Yep. With no
Yes.
problem.
And wasn't nothing in there.
Nope. Sharon said dirty pool. No, it wasn't that dirty, Sharon. It was not dirty. It wasn't even cloudy. It was well, the bottom of the pool, you could tell it's like a bluish kind of like a sunny blue, like a sunny blue. You can see the bottom of the pool. And there was water in the pool. Wasn't a lot of water.
There wasn't a lot of water, but it was water in the pool.
It was water in the pool. And I think the smaller part is what, 3 feet or something like that. I don't know what the measurements is of the depth of the pool.
Yeah.
But you can literally, if we stood in that pool, being grown as we are,
You will be able to see if somebody was at the other end of that
right?
pool.
Your feet would barely be on the small end. Your feet would barely be covered at the smaller end, and it takes a while to get to the deeper end, to your knees.
So they automatically put him at the deeper end.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Or he floated over there. You know, when you float, you know.
Well, yeah. But
Yes.
then for them to say that he was caught in the drainage, that's a lie.
You're right. That is a lie.
If the drainage wasn't draining, he had no reason to be caught in the drainage.
Right. There's no pressure. There's no incoming water, outcoming water. There's nothing. If the drain pump don't work, there's nothing moving.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's why I appreciate when that manager said it didn't work. Marcia said, yes, SP, I heard that too. Now I'm hearing a different story. What did you hear, Marcy? What? Well, I took the pictures. But I'm going to go back, and I think we all need to look at the beginning of this, and then we come back at 5 o'clock. I'm going to try to record it. I'm going to try to keep the recordings that I got, because people think, hey, I'm going to. No, I can't delete stuff. So that wasn't true about the drain. No, that wasn't true about the drain. The drain didn't work. The pump on the drain didn't work. Because people was like, oh, they try to stuff his body and all this other stuff. No. But I can tell you what, that baby wasn't there. So what sense does that make for somebody unknown take a child and then bring him back to the property?
Well, I'm not getting why everybody want to hide these kids out when they've been killed them and then bring them back to the scene.
Did you say after they killed them?
Uh-huh.
I'm laughing at how you say that, because here we don't talk like that.
Okay, well, I'm sorry, but he got out running. And I'm speaking in general. I just said, how could people do that? I'm not just speaking of this case. I'm just saying, I'm speaking in general.
And you know what? I think that, and you're right. I think that when you really think about it, and I do, this is what I do. I look at these 3 years old. I look at them, and they, that's why people say a whole baby. They're 3 years old. They're walking. They're talking. They could, they're laughing and giggling. And how could you just take somebody's breath away from them, and then play hide and seek with their body, and then bring them back to their where they started from? It's like a slap in the face. It's like, you playing. It almost seems like you have messed with the wrong people.
Yeah, and what they're calling those investigators are dumb. That's what they're basically. That's what they're calling them.
Yeah, you have messed with the what people really do stuff like that and throw stuff in your face. They send out a message. Now you won't mess with us no more. People that send messages do that. Oh, she said they said he was stuffed in the drain. The news, I'm gonna tell you, I can only tell you what the news say, and the news sometimes is wrong. They didn't say he was stuffed in the drain. They said he was floating. That doesn't mean he was stuffed in the drain. If they found him floating face down, he's not stuffed in the drain. You gotta sometimes. I'm sorry, you guys. I had to. My nose was itching, but you gotta sometimes go by what the news say because that's the only resource right now. Hillary said the deep end. That's what you call him just said. Oh, golly. Yes.
The news be lying a lot too.
Yeah, they get things wrong. And another thing they said last night too was the baby did not fall from that back window. They said the baby fell from the balcony window. They said it about 8 times. We was like, the baby fell from the balcony window.
It's the fact that the baby did not fall after the little preliminary autopsy came back. The baby had no trauma to the body.
You're right.
That's out. The baby did not fall out of window, patio, down the stairs. He didn't do none of that.
He fall up the window. Zapato say, what difference would it make? It makes a lot of difference because check this out. First, the baby climbed out the window. Then, no, I didn't say the baby fell out the window. Now the baby fell out the balcony window. When your story changed like that, oh my goodness, guess what? They don't even need, right now, it's just hindering or obstruction of justice in a case, and you could be arrested. You can be arrested just for that. And they can already start holding you. They just don't want to put a bond on you so you can get out. But what I did tell the people last night is that girl getting ready to run.
Yeah, because it's getting hot.
No, that ain't something I'm thinking about.
As soon as they bury that poor
They
woman,
already trying to get her out of the States, girl.
as soon as they bury that baby, that girl is out of there.
Yep, she is. And then we found out that with the family talking about, oh, if she needed somebody to babysit the baby, she had that. And I'm sitting there thinking, a mother under all that stress, young as she is, under a lot of stress. You know what? I have young women till this day that calls me that is trying to be a mother. Not only that, my daughter was one of those mothers at one time that and she didn't have a special child. But so could you just think of the magnitude of the stress having a special need child? And then people don't help. People do not help. You guys cannot sit here and tell me you guys do. You see somebody in distress, you guys just keep it going.
No, people do not help.
And this young lady, how was she making it? She didn't even have a car. She didn't have a car. So everybody talking about, well, we would have watched the baby and we family. Somebody always there. If this young lady didn't have no car, you guys was not there. Family was not there. Because she having a special need child. She needed to get to those doctor's appointments. She needed to make sure he had something to eat. She should have had a car. I don't care. It could have been a cheap car, $200 car. She should have had a car. So I can tell you right now, the family can say what they want, and I'm not bashing nobody, but you can't tell me you were supporting this girl and backing her up and helping her out because she would have had somebody's leftover piece of car. She would have. And I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
Hillary said the cost of living in Ohio is cheap. Sharon said, post your number, 316-553-3056. Big girl's on the phone now. Big girl, go on, talk to me. I'm glad you called. Thank you.
You glad I come?
Yeah, cause I don't want to. I didn't want to rant, but you know, it did bother me. It did bother me. Oh, the other thing I didn't tell people. So last night when we came on the live, I was ranting, and I probably shouldn't, and that's why I locked it down. But I wasn't on the live for 2 minutes, and that particular person came in, and they said, "Hey, girl." I blocked and kept on going. No, I'm not gonna play with you. I don't even want to think of it no more. After today, I want it to be out of my mind. When you have a bad experience like that, you just want to just move on, you know? And I was thinking, and I'm not being funny, but sometimes I think, somebody's calling. They're gonna be on the live with us. I mean, on the phone with us. Hey, this is SP. Who's calling?
This is Stevenson.
Okay, let me chime you in on the call. Okay,
Okay.
Miss Stevenson and Big Girl is on the line. What's going on?
Okay. Ain't nothing. I wanted to say something. Hey, y'all, because I said I'd never call in. I didn't think I could do it.
Well, you did it, and I appreciate you.
Okay, what I want to Big Girl talking or you talking?
No, go ahead. We all talking.
I think personally that the system failed us. Now, the baby, just going over some more things that we said. The baby came out that window from the distance from that pool to that apartment, walked all the way down. He's cool now. He a Superman. He done walked all the way to the pool. And if you notice the pool, that I think none of us have turned it out yet. If it did, I missed it. Where the pool has a wall. Now, even if he squares through that little opening, he jumped. He had to jump and still ain't got no trauma, ain't got no bones, ain't nothing hurt. So I just can't see that the police ain't picked that up yet. I'm confused.
Right. But you know, if
you notice that pool have a wall.
Yeah, the pool do have a wall, and if he scrolls through the bars, he didn't have to jump. He could have walked. He could have walked on the edge, the parallel edge of that wall, which is about 6 inch in diameter. Don't quote me, but it's only about 6 inches in width, and walked maybe all the way down the edge. Yeah, walk that walk well, because it's about 6 inches of thick cement going all the way down to the pool. You know, that's what they want us to believe.
Yes, and also one more thing. I have another picture where the diver or the maintenance man with that blue pole,
Mm-hmm.
you can see the water even to his knee, and he in there with the pole. So that must be when he found the baby. From what I understand, that's when he found the baby. It ain't even to his knee.
Right.
I got a picture where they was at the day they found the baby.
Right.
That's crazy. I'm lost.
No.
And I'm confused. So we all do. One thing we do know that the baby was put in that pool.
Right. We do know that. We know that.
And I just think they building that.
And we do know that he didn't fall from that window too. Whatever window it was, he didn't fall out of it.
Exactly. And another thing that I was gonna say was, God, I just forgot what I was gonna say.
They say it's called a shepherd's pole. Yeah, that's what it's called. It's called a shepherd's pole.
Well, SP, I just want to tell you, glad to hear your voice, and I really enjoyed your show. I'm at work doing this one,
Okay.
but I'm just going to get off of here and go back and tend to my little lady.
All righty.
But thanks, bye, bye, friends, bye, family. I love y'all.
They all saying goodbye and thank you for calling. Thanks, Miss Stevenson.
Bye,
Bye bye.
bye.
She said
What I
it's
was
called a
saying,
shepherd hook. Shepherd hook. Thank you, Miss Rochelle. Shepherd hook. Shepherd hook.
what I was going to say was, don't worry about that bin that's in that pole in the fence. That's been there.
No, it wasn't.
That listen to me. That has nothing to do with the case. Seriously,
I know. I know it don't. I think they probably hit it with one of those golf carts or whatever, but it wasn't there. It wasn't there the first day.
had no significance to what's going on with that baby. That baby was placed in that pool.
Maybe somebody just want them to think it did.
Well, somebody tried to stage something, but the fence being bent has nothing to do with the case. I don't know why people just pinpoint the fence being bent. It's not nothing. That means nothing. Somebody turned the key and went in that gate and placed that baby in that pool.
Deborah Dickinson said, was she prescribed meds? I don't know. Maybe somebody's missing them.
Huh?
Go ahead, big girl. No, but there is a little part of the pool, of the fence, that is not connected. I seen that too. And not a lot of people seeing a lot. It's just not. Where they could have walked right through there. Squoze, as y'all say, squoze through there. And, well, that's what you said, squoze.
Who said squoze?
Did you say squoze? You said the baby squoze through the fence when you was explaining. You said squoze.
No, you must be talking to somebody else.
Girl, you said squoze, big girl.
No, I didn't.
Okay.
It's squeezed. No, I
You
didn't.
it's squeezed? Okay, you said squeezed. Okay, he squeezed.
He squeezed. He squeezed. You said
He's
squeezed.
squeezed? Okay, he squared.
You squeezed. But seriously, that has nothing. That being has nothing to do with the baby. That's been there.
Okay, but you know what? Okay, so last night when yesterday we did a live yesterday or something. I can't remember. I'm not talking about late last night, but the last time that we did a live and everything. I think it was last night. It was last night. It was last night when we locked it down. So in that live last night, we were talking about, okay, if he didn't fall through the window. Okay, somebody's calling and I don't know who this is. Oh, I might be getting cussed out this morning and y'all might get cussed out back. I don't even want to answer. Hold on. Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi. I just wanted to say one thing about this whole case. Thinking about that baby, Braylon. He was not in that pool. He might have been in an empty unit, seeing as how she was supposedly having intersex with the maintenance man. And, you can move a body only so many times. I think the hole was dug to throw people off, or the dogs would have hit on it,
Right?
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
That baby had to be in an apartment. And maybe they even kept in a refrigerator in an apartment. Because, they have empty units. He has keys to every unit there, so he would know.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. But somebody just said in the chat that when they took the baby out, that water was dirty like like it was dirt on, like they tried to bury him at one time or something. I don't know. It was dirty in the water too. The water got dirty because the water wasn't dirty before. There's no reason that water should have been dirty.
That's true. That's true. Well, maybe they started out digging because they said there was a 2x4 there, so they might have started out digging and then took him somewhere else. But I don't think he sat there in the ground because if you think about it, it's warmer in Ohio than it is where I'm calling from. So they had good weather, and then you would have had the ants and all these other bugs. You would have had the little flies that come around on the body. Some of those would have been in the body.
Right.
And they didn't mention any of that.
Right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yep, that's all I wanted to say. Thank you, SC, and I think you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Okay. You have a good day.
All right, you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, big girl, you still there?
I'm here.
Thank you, Karen, for the super chat. Super chat. Thank you, Karen. We appreciate you. Thank you for the super chat. Deborah Dickerson said, I'm not afraid of the devil. I know that he's stealer, killer, and a destroyer. Girl, I know too. But you know what? This is the wrong day. I done woke up with a smile on my face. They'll get it today. I ain't even mad, but they can get it today. You know what he's saying? And anybody can get it today. Anybody can get it today. I done slept about it, and you, girl, guess what? I was so heated and so hot. I talked to Purple on the phone till it was 4:00 in the morning. Girl, I fell asleep in the other room. My husband come in and he said, "You ain't getting in the bed," and I said, "Leave me alone." I'm mad. I'm so mad because people expect that you can answer every phone call and then and I get it. I do understand anger when we have to go off a case. Trust me, it don't make me happy at all. But you know, sometimes it's best so we can let the police and the FBI do what they need to do.
Yeah.
I said anybody can get it today. Girl, I'm so mad. Oh my goodness. You wouldn't believe some of the crap that happened yesterday, right before all of that happened. Girl, I went out the house and I've been looking for a refrigerator and a stove for a while. You know, the stainless steel ones, because mine's is white. And I ain't had one since what, 28 years ago. So we go to Lowe's, and so my husband was like, I was like, well, let's go check out the stainless steel, the such and such. And he was like, okay. So we go over there, and the guy said, I said, well, do y'all got a layaway? He started laughing. He was like, they got a layaway. And the guy says, I think we do got something called like a layaway or something. And I looked at him, I was like, okay, we ready, we gonna get this refrigerator and stove. And then after that we got to talking, he said, but ma'am, if you sign, and do you got one of the Lowe's credit cards or whatever? And I said, no, I don't. He said, well, if you buy it with your Lowe's credit card, you get 20%, and you might get some interest free for the first year. That's a little bit better than the layaway. I said, well, let's do it. So we did it, and they was like, you approved, and I was like, okay. So girl, I got to picking out some stuff, and Daddy said, oh, my back is hurting. Let's just go. And then I said, no, Daddy, let's just go ahead and get it. He said, honey, you're buying things a little bit too fast. You just wait. We need measurements, and we come back, and we can look around and look for a better deal. And I was like, but I like this one. Okay, they had one on clearance. So I said, this stove is good or whatever, girl. He said, my back is hurting, let's go. And then, so we left. And we got in the car. He says, now, we got to make sure our money is right and stuff. And I said, our money's right. It's okay. We can do it. Girl, we get home and the cable's cut off. That man was mad at me. He said, you didn't pay the cable, honey? I said, oh my God. Oh my God. And he was like, you better get them on the phone right now. Talking about you want a refrigerator and a stove.
And the cable out.
And the cable's off. Man, I had nothing to do. You know, I get so busy, I missed something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just missed it.
Yeah. It happened.
But he told me, he said, and no, I'm not a kid or nothing, but he just said, maybe you need to wait until you don't miss stuff. So, because we don't want you missing payments on that, and then you're paying that extra and late fees, and they're coming to get it or whatever, or suing you. So, get your mind right first.
Yeah.
Go
Just
ahead.
wait. I mean, it takes time, but you'll get it.
Okay, let's get back onto the subject though. So like I said, I thought I was gonna get it this week, but probably I won't get it this week. Anyway, so there was another thing that happened that Purple had mentioned last night that you guys, I'm gonna just share with you now because it's like the video is locked down. Her and her nephew went out there the other day, and they went out there talking to the people and trying to get information and things of that nature. And the people are saying that the mom is out there asking the people, knocking on doors and asking them, "Hey, have you talked to the news? Are you or have you talked to the police? And if you did, what did you say?" Or, and so Purple was asking, isn't that kind of strange or something that she's going to people's doors? She went to like two or three neighbors and asked them, "Are you talking to the police, or was you on the news?" You know, so
That's just it.
huh? That's
That's just it.
right. So that's what Purple brought to the table last night as we were talking. That, and then let me see what else was it.
Yes, Chrissy, she has been being acting suspicious the whole time.
Who went to all the doors asking? She didn't go to all the doors, but she went to about two or three people's apartments asking them. Braylon's mom went to the neighbors asking them, are they talking to the police? And have they been on the news? And, like, what did they say and stuff? And it's almost like it's intimidating the people or something. I don't know. So I'm just making sure. That's what Purple came out and said yesterday as we were just in the chat yesterday. So I'm just letting you guys know some of the things that you missed in the conversation.
Yeah, she's paranoid.
Huh?
Somebody in the chat said she's paranoid. Yeah, she is.
Cheryl Ray says she's gonna get beat down if she keeps that up. Yes, she is. But I keep
They
trying to
gonna
tell y'all, they already trying to get her out of here, out of Ohio. So probably right after the and she's gonna disappear. So after probably the funeral, you probably won't see her, and then they're gonna be looking for her. They're gonna be looking,
oh,
and she's not gonna be in
oh,
Ohio. Yeah, yeah, she's getting
oh,
out of
and
here.
another thing.
Huh?
Oh, and another thing. Somebody came on the 3 hour chat.
Uh,
Said something about the funeral was Sunday, I think it said.
I thought. Well, I don't know. I thought it was Saturday.
They not telling when that baby's funeral. I was already
No,
in
it
a
was it
group.
was supposed to be Saturday at the Day Lives or Day House or House Day or something like that. Huh?
No, they not telling. They're not telling.
And it's gonna be at
I screenshot it. I don't know why. I must have sidetracked. So I had screenshot it to send to you.
what?
Yeah. In the group I'm in on Facebook saying that they
Oh,
whoever said the baby funeral was Saturday or Sunday. That's not true.
Hillary. Hillary says she won't get far without money. Hillary, she don't have money. She got family members that got money, baby. Trust me. She got family members that got money. that, trust me, they live very well off. They live in like a $500,000 or to $1 million homes. They got money. They got some family members, got some money. Don't let that fool you. And you know what? They the one that offered to give her a ticket. It ain't a problem, they said. And I know for a fact it's not a problem because their house looked like it looks better than what's that show that the that guy that when he came from out of the hood into the to his family's house? Will Smith.
Yeah.
That house looked 10 times better than that. Trust me. Glass all in the front. I done seen it for myself. That's why I can tell you about it.
I just sent it to you.
If you got a house, yeah, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you got a house and the whole front, the whole back end is nothing but glass. Glass. And you got a pool. And girl, they got money. They got money. They ain't sweating over no plane ticket. Let me see what you sent me. See, some of their family members got a little money. And they offered it to her. So.
They gonna get her out of there.
Yeah, that's why I said what I said. Buying a ticket, she'll get a first class ticket for $500. Waiting on the answer from a family member. I will update. The entire thing is weird. Okay, I have the real answer. Braylon has not been buried. Mom said maybe it was a mistake and they are trying to keep it private. Donations can be made to Fifth Third Bank or to the funeral home. I talked to Mom, so my info is accurate.
So they trying to keep it private. They're not telling nobody when it's funeral or nothing. That's so folks want to come there and beat the mess out of her.
Girl, it be what it be. LaDon says she guilty. Guilty. I don't know. I couldn't say if the mom is guilty. I really can't because
She's guilty of something.
She what?
She's guilty of something. And being that that's your child, I wouldn't be guilty of nothing. Whoever did that to my baby, I would tell it. If it was a mistake that I did, I would tell it. I wouldn't have none of that on my conscience, baby, because at the end of the day, your conscience gonna eat you up, and we can look for you 5 or 10 years from now, and guess where you will be? In Debo's chicken coop. Because the little baby gonna be in the rain, you crazy.
Right. You're right.
It's crazy.
And I'm looking at this picture of this pool, and it don't look like they pulled them from the deep end. It looks like they pulled them from the shallow end. Because why would they take him all the way to the shallow end to take him out? If he was, they would definitely take him out to the closest exit. You know what I'm saying? And the closest is the shallow end. This is that picture of that drone.
Oh, that's a picture with the drone too.
Yeah. Oh my God, I don't even want to look at it no more. I don't even want to look at it. That lady called him Braylon. Brandon. Yeah, I know. Money can't buy you peace. Well, you're right. You're right. If her family have money, why do they have a GoFundMe? Well, not everybody just gonna hand their money over and do whatever they do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say her whole family had money. I know some of her family do have money, and because I seen, I seen their home. I seen their home, and like I said, it's something that you dream about. And I'm usually not wrong because I like watching, like how they go people they win the lottery, and the first thing they want is to go buy a home, so they go buy this like these $1 million homes and stuff. This home is just not a home that you can just build in any resident. This home is to $1 million to half a million on up to $2 million home. I guarantee it. I can't remember what they called those doors, but you know how the whole door to the whole side of the house just folds up and goes to the end, and then your outside, your inside become the outside. That's how their house is, and it ain't no small ceiling. Their ceiling is huge. It's all the way up there. You know what I'm saying? With um you know with all the designs on the base. They don't even call it base. They call it crown or something, and it's beautiful. And then they have this interest way. They call the I'm out of words today because I know my mind is all shook up. Um, but they have the spiral staircase and everything. It's beautiful, and I ain't mad at them. I'm just saying. Foyer, yep, the foyer, and then they have this big old chandelier, and I don't know if they call it chandelier because they probably do, and it comes down, and it's beautiful. That by itself is probably worth what I pay for my house. That's how beautiful it is, and I'm just telling you. Yeah, there you go, Kay. Crown molding. Yes, all of that stuff. See, we call it base and stuff like that, but they got the words for it. You guys know. You guys know. And so it's just a matching. And what I said is just a matching. And if I didn't see it for myself, I wouldn't even say it. But I'm not hating. It's beautiful. So yeah, they really, I mean, if you can get other people to help pay for this and for that, that's the way to go. And then they're going to make it work. They don't really need our little donations or whatever. But I mean, who wants, nobody wants to pay for a funeral all by themselves. Just trust me, they just don't. Go, big girl. Come on, talk to me.
No, they do not. They'll pay something, but they're not gonna put that whole bill.
Tori says, did anyone else hear Braylon had his funeral already? They probably did.
Yeah. They're trying to keep it under control. Cause that was what I seen in that apartment complex was out of control.
Right.
The police had no control.
Hey, K Solo, thank you for coming out the bushes. We got another one that came out the bushes. He said, I done come out the bushes. K Solo in the house, you guys. Make sure you guys greet her. Mm-hmm.
Welcome.
So,
oh yeah, and they were saying that he had like a little cell phone cord that was his comfort cord.
right,
So where's that? You know,
right.
he didn't have that with him in the pool. So where is that?
Right.
It's just crazy.
She said 4 year. Purple and Gold said 5 minutes later, 4 year.
Yeah, that's what it is for you.
That's that's okay, Kay. Well, I hope they get her before she flee. Well, she's not arrested and she's not charged for anything. And you know what? I just I just think that, like, I mean, I believe now, I never had really opinion on it, but I can see, if it is, I don't know if what the neighbors are saying is true, if that's facts, because I didn't hear it for myself. That we heard a lot of yelling and screaming or the crying all night or whatever, whatever. I mean, a lot of people just said the neighbors saying that, but I ain't heard them say it from them. So if I
Right.
put that in the equation, I say she done something. But if I take that out of the equation, I say it is a possibility somebody could have went into the house and she owed them some money, or somebody rode over the baby and they fearful of what happened, and it could have been an accident or something. So there's still three possible things, but falling from the window, not it. Walking out by himself is not it. But
No.
if what the neighbors are saying they heard a lot of screaming and hollering, then yeah, they know.
Then something else went on up in that house, and they not telling it. You know.
Well,
I mean,
everybody else doesn't talk to these neighbors or whatever, but we haven't got to talk to those neighbors. So I don't like to get secondhand information unless it's
yes.
somebody that, because people like to add stuff and take things away, and then they try to think for you and say, because I asked somebody last night. I said, oh, I'm getting these pictures of this and that, and they say, oh, you ain't seen it. I said, no, oh, I knew about it. Well, why you didn't tell me? Well, I thought, and I'm like, really? See, are you hiding information? Are you not sharing the information with me? Because if you seen this a week ago, why somebody sharing it with me, and you telling me you already knew about it? So sometimes people will think for you and say, "Well, I think she already had it." No, I didn't have it. I'm just now seeing it. I just started seeing some more stuff, girl, and there's other stuff going on too. A mother last night we were talking, and a mother in I think it was in Florida. Don't quote me on it. She killed her baby last night. She took the baby across the street to the pond and drowned the baby. Took the baby, carried it over her shoulder. Now she's diagnosed schizophrenic and bipolar, and then brought the baby back into the apartment and then drowned him in the tub. And people say that don't happen. And now she's locked up. So I don't know if there's no need to follow that case. They seen what happened. Those cameras showed that the mama lost it, and that happened last night. Um, so the grandmother got there to the house and she tried to CPR and everything. And the grandma was saying she didn't just lose a grandbaby, she lost her daughter too.
Mm-hmm.
But she been dealing with those mental issues since she's been 10 years old. Tori just now saying Fresh Prince. Y'all computer is slow, man. I see why y'all don't be winning when we have those contests. Is y'all computer is slow. Y'all better upgrade. Shoot.
You report.
Hillary says she will get off on insanity. Go ahead, big girl. Go ahead. I'm done.
That's the only thing that's holding up is the toxicology report.
Yeah. Chrissy said they need to stop sweeping mental health under the rug. You're right.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, you know what I think it is? I do believe it is mental health, but I believe BJ said, hey, big girl,
Hi, BJ.
I believe that these young girls have made a terrible, bad decision, and we all been out there. And guess what? It don't happen to everybody, but we think about, I'm cute, I'm cute. This is why I tell people, quit dressing your child up so early with those leggings and stuff. Oh, everybody got on me. SP, I wear them. They can wear them. This. So now the girl is walking around halfway naked, Guys are looking at her coochie, they looking at her butt, and then she thinking that she cute, and then they done talked her into bed. Did she end up getting pregnant? And she's like, well, I'm gonna have the baby, which is a good thing, but still yet, this baby just gonna have the baby. And then she thinking that somebody's going to, she has not been able to have attention towards herself yet. So then they get this child and they get no attention in their teenager years when they turn, young adults, 20, 18, 19, 20. They get no more attention because guess what? All the attention is on this child. This child needs to eat. You need to change the child. The child needs clothes. When you get ready to go get your hair done, the child needs Pampers. And they don't get it. It's hard to understand that you're not the picture no more, little girl. You're the picture frame. Your job now is to take care of this human being you done brought into this world. And it gets, and they're young. They don't get it. And it all got to do with, first of all, we need to not let our daughters grow up so early. Tell them to take that off, take that makeup off. No, you go to school with what I gave you. And then go check up on them. Don't let them they got them nice looking bodies because guess what? They're growing. They're not developed yet. So they're seeing themselves and somebody's whispering and whistling at them and they go, ooh, and then somebody easily to talk. And then here they got this baby. And then what if the baby came out with something not completely, right? Now you got another issue, you know? And then what people do when you trying to love them, and it's hard. It's hard because everybody wants a baby with nothing going on. You just, you want to dress them up and take the pictures and things like that. But this baby cried, 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 cried. The nurses, the doctors, headache. Nobody will watch them. You can't just have anybody watch this child. You just can't do it. So you home all the time. I got no car. Nobody's helping me. That's what happens. And they get so stressed out that they can't take it. And I'm not speaking for this young lady. I'm just saying these things happen. These things happen. And the family's probably feeling guilty because they wasn't there to really help her. They say what they say. But if you was really there to help her, be honest, she would have had a car. She would have had a car.
Yeah.
She needed one. That's a necessity when you have a child, that a special need child. You need a car. She couldn't go to work because she don't got no car. She can't take him to the doctor when he needs to go. She ain't got no car. She can't go to the store when she needs to. She ain't got no car. She can't go check up on him at school. She ain't got no car. And but you'll buy her plane ticket. You know. Where was you guys when she needed you?
To get out the way of what's really going on.
SP, because she had much housing syndrome. Well, if I'm not wrong, isn't that where they fake it though? This girl wasn't faking it. This child needed help.
Yep.
If let me make sure if that's because maybe I may be wrong. So hold on for a minute. Let me oh, you spelled it wrong, but it's okay. I got it. She said much housing. It said okay. Much housing syndrome by proxy. MSBP. Just MSBP is a mental health problem in which a caregiver makes up or causes or illness or injury to a person. That's what I thought. This I don't think she could have caused injury to him the second time, but him being nonverbal, you can't make that up. He was nonverbal. He's 3. He's nonverbal. Which a caregiver makes up and which a caregiver makes up or causes an illness or injury in a person under his or her care, such a child or elder person or person who has a disability, because vulnerability people are the victim. What are the main symptoms? Okay, pretend to be in pain. Well, he had a G tube. When you have things that's called facts of this case, he had a G tube. I seen doctors prescribe things to people, and remember that one case we were looking at where that lady had, girl, she had the boy in a wheelchair, G tubes and everything. Wasn't nothing wrong with the child.
And what got wrong with the kid?
Wasn't nothing wrong with the kid.
Nothing.
And she, you couldn't tell her. She would just go to a different doctor and finally get to a doctor that would give her that medicine or whatever. And I wish I could share some stories with you guys, but I didn't know what the name of it was. But I even seen something to the point where I had to tell somebody if they didn't go correct some stuff, I was gonna turn them in. And they literally was giving somebody some blood transfusions and stuff. And I said, hey, baby, I'm not the one. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I'm not going to act like I don't see it. So you get it right. You get it right. You make this right. That's abuse. I have to turn it in no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have to turn it in no matter what. And that's what I do. And I leave it alone. Now, what they do with it after you say something, that's on them. She says she should have given the life. Yeah, she couldn't. She's 26 years old. That was a movie about a mom. Deborah said that was a movie. No, Deborah, we're not talking about the movie. We're talking about real life. This actually happened. We covered the case. We covered the case, and the dad was trying to get the baby the whole entire time. You know what? She didn't get to kill that child. Guess what? She was on her way killing him. They had him in a wheelchair. They had G tubes. She had him on all kind of medicine. And I mean, oh my God, this woman was. I mean, and she finally.
They gave the daddy the child.
Yeah, they gave the daddy the child. He had to fight for custody. He finally got the child, and within like a month, you wouldn't believe this child was not in the wheelchair. He can walk. His hair wasn't cut off. He didn't look all sickly. His eyes wasn't all black and blue and everything. I can't remember. You got to look in our videos, and we got like 1,200. We got like 1,200 videos out there. One for every subscriber. But we covered the case. We covered the case. We did. We covered that case, and we were shocked to see that this woman literally wanted sympathy for her child. He done went to Walt Disney, and I don't know if she did it for money, but you could not tell this woman he was not sick. I'm sorry, I thought we were saying Braylon had a G2. They said Braylon had a G2 when he was younger. Unapologetically me, they said he had a G2 when he was younger. It is sad. Is mom in prison? Yes, mom is in prison.
Yeah, the girl went to prison.
Big girl, you remember we went over that case?
Actually, it was, they lived here in Texas.
It was what?
They lived here in Texas.
Unapologetically me says, no, that's not him. What do you mean, no, that's not him? I ain't seen it. I'm going to keep it real with you. Somebody said that this baby, there's a picture of him with a G2. I have not seen it. I have no clue. I ain't seen the picture or the G2. That's why I don't really. Yeah, mental health is real. Did he really have a G-tube? I saw a YouTube video, but it was someone else named Braylon and Mom. Purple and Gold. I have not seen no G-tube. I haven't seen it. There was a movie, Deborah, based on a true story. Oh, thank you, Shelley, for answering that question. So we were looking at the real story. Weren't we, big girl?
They lived here. Well, I know a woman lived here in Texas and did that to her son, and the daddy had got custody of him. The daddy had been fighting for a long time, telling the people wasn't nothing wrong with the baby, wasn't nothing wrong with the little boy. It was something wrong with the mama.
Yeah, and they wouldn't give that daddy, they wouldn't give that might be the same case, girl.
Yeah,
Was we rocking together then?
probably.
My dog, my dog, my dog.
He sleep.
Girl, yeah, he just laying there.
There was another that did the movie. I think she had a daughter. She did that too,
Mm.
and they took her. They took her to prison.
There was this one woman. Are you talking about the one woman that put her cut off her daughter's hair and said that she was
Yeah,
going through chemo and then would keep her in a dark area in the closet and she wouldn't even feed her and everybody felt so sorry for her and girl, they had a new van. They went to Walt Disney, Worlds of Fun. I mean, they went everywhere. They donated money to her and everything. And
she heard Nashville.
huh?
Oh, Nashville was speaking. I spoke to Nashville.
Hey Jen, how you doing? Hey Nashville. Yeah, that's what was going on there. I'm finna get off of here. She said, she said, Ida want to know the name, Deborah. She said, what's the name of the movie? I had about, I heard about that story with the dad, and yeah, we got the whole story. We was following the story when it was happening or something. Yeah, we was following it when it was happening because he had just went to court, and he was so happy. He was crying. He was like, I'm just so glad that my son didn't die. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
And they would not give this man this boy because she was the mama.
right.
Girl, I'm finna find something to eat.
You could have do what?
No, it's not. Oh, they talking about the story Gypsy Rose. I seen Gypsy Rose. Gypsy Rose is another story. Gypsy Rose's mother had her. They didn't even know this girl can walk. They was like, she had met this guy on the internet and she was getting ready to leave with the guy and she been talking to this guy. The mama, she said the mama was jealous. And so when the guy was, he flew into town and he was supposed to come over to the house. And she said, I don't know, she didn't know what happened. But anyway, she was in the back of the room. She heard her mama scream. The guy said he was going to come over there and handle it because the mama wouldn't let the little girl go. But she was in a wheelchair and everything. Well, they killed this mama and everything. They arrested. Then they see the boy and the girl catching planes and buses and stuff. And people was like, that's not Gypsy Rose. She can't even walk. This girl, when she came to the courtroom, she walked in the courtroom. They almost passed out, girl. Yeah, they did. They almost passed out.
That's the one that I think that's the one too.
They was like they couldn't believe what the police was saying we got her on video catching the bus and we got her on video doing this and she talks like a baby and she calls her daddy and she says, Daddy, these people are doing really saying bad things about me and I love you. You know I would never hurt mama and I'm your little girl. And that was her. That was her. And the dad was like, oh my God. But yeah, she's in prison right now. That girl, when she walked in the courtroom, girl, people were passing out. They was like, They couldn't even believe she been in that wheelchair her whole entire life. And you know what? I think when people wasn't looking or looking around, she wasn't in the wheelchair. She was walking around or something. And I think the mama got mad because they were probably going to be exposed. Because now this little boy is entering in her daughter's ear and got her feeling some kind of way about herself, talking back and everything. I'm just saying, this stuff happens.
Yeah,
SP,
it
do you
is.
know for a fact purple and gold? I ain't said he had a G tube. I said that's what they said. I don't know for a fact. I ain't seen no G tube, and I ain't never heard nobody else. That's what the people are saying, that there's a picture out there. I ain't seen no picture. I don't know for a fact nothing. Purple and gold. I don't know nothing. Mm-mm. That's what you heard from me. I'm not the one that's saying it. I'm saying that's what they're saying out there. There's a picture of him with a G tube. I ain't seen it. I only heard there is. I ain't seen it. I don't know nothing. I make sure y'all know that's clear because people be like, oh, I heard on the SP channel. She said, no, I did not. No, 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 no. I don't know. Purple and Gold said, oh, okay. Ooh, I like receipts too, baby. I like receipts too. No, that's what they said. Only thing I know that he was nonverbal. That's it. They found a channel of another family. The baby name is Braylon, and people started saying it's Braylon and uh, Dejanay. Oh, really? Oh, thank you unapologetically me for correcting it. She just posted a video clearing up the rumor. She got time to do all of that. Mm. Oh well. We got 3 minutes, you guys, and I'm gonna get on off of here. I'm gonna wash clothes and
Who
just,
is Deja Day, SP?
huh?
You said Deja Day. Who is that?
Dejanay. That's the
Yeah.
that's Braylon's mama.
Oh,
This pandemic has brought so many mental health cases to light, which have been there all along, but now we are hearing more about it. It is really sad. Yeah, it is. It is. If she has something
yeah,
going
this
on with
pandemic has
herself,
really brought it
they
out.
should have removed this baby from her custody. Sometimes you don't see this stuff. Sometimes people know how to hide stuff. They know how to hide stuff easily. Especially you think it's somebody gonna take your baby? Who wouldn't hide that they have a mental condition? Thank you, Shelley. You guys, there is a petition going out. It's on the King Hill case. If you guys don't know, he didn't have an Amber Alert. Even Braylon didn't have an Amber Alert. And so this petition right here is going to help stop with the criteria when a child is missing, especially African American babies. Please, Shelly has put the link in the chat. Please go over there to that link or go over to it right now, you guys, because we're getting off here. And go sign that petition so that these babies will get an Amber Alert because when we don't do nothing, we already know what the results is. It's nothing. And we're not having
Right.
it. And we need to stop just talking about these cases and be effective. And this is one way we can be effective. You want to do something for Braylon? You want to do something for King Hill? Go sign the petition so the next child will not be your child, your grandchild, or your neighbor's child. Sign that petition, you guys. It's only to get some awareness about these Amber Alerts that we're not getting. We get them for Abby, we get them for Rebecca, but we don't get them for Tanika. You feel me? We don't get them for
Yes.
King and Braylon. We don't get them for Malia's, but we get them for Amy's. So go sign that petition, you guys. And I'm going to get off of here. And I'll see you guys later this evening at 5 o'clock. Make sure you guys come in the house. we're gonna try to put a video out there to keep you guys aware. Big girl, stay on the phone with me. Okay, you guys.